the Hounds of Business Fantasy Football League. Join us each week throughout the football season as some of the world's top podcasters discover new businesses, make silly fantasy football bets amongst friends, and promote positivity around the globe. This show could not be possible without the support of Mike King and ESPN Richmond. A special thanks to our sponsors, Caregiving Worldwide, Brilliant Bee Media, and the Walking Tall Movement.
What, guys? This is the official origin story today. So everyone, welcome to the mix.
Welcome.
It's business buddies. Oh my goodness gracious! You guys look so enthusiastic. Come on, everyone! It's business bets and buddies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, disclaimer: Monday is Tuesday in the history of it. So I'm just saying, everybody probably had a wonderful Labor Day celebration yesterday. So we're recovering, aren't we?
You're talking to me, aren't you? I'm feeling seen. I am so tired. I did have a few sippy margaritas yesterday at the pool. So yes. So
at 2 a.m. apparently too, right?
No, not at 2 a.m.
Well, I was getting messages at 2 a.m. Anyway, I worked yesterday. I met Mr. Mike King. He had to work a little bit because I kept sending him emails on Labor Day. Anybody else work?
Yes, I was working and I was getting in trouble when you were. That's why I said to you, oh, my wife thinks I'm the only person working, as my wife is walking out the room saying, okay, so there is somebody else out there doing something on a holiday. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Labor Day. I mean,
it's Labor Day.
Labor. Yeah, it's Labor Day. Time to work.
There's a lot of labor here. So, okay, guys, so let's go real quick around the table to introduce who you are, because this is all about the origin story and why you guys are our sponsors and why we love you guys all so much. So, Mike, this is the Hounds of Business Fantasy League. So let's talk about you. Yes, we're going to talk about you.
Talk about me. Well, good.
Positively, my friend. I'm not picking on you.
Yeah, that's a change. All right. So my name's Mike Ashabraner, the Redneck Financial Coach, redneckfinancialcoach.com, shameless plug. And, the leader and founder of the Hounds of Business. We're just an online community of business professionals and entrepreneurs who are dedicated to help pushing each other up and getting business done. But we value relationships. We value friendships. We don't see a difference. We like to work with people that we actually enjoy to be around after hours. Otherwise, that's what a dadgum job is for, working with people you don't like. So, amen, right? So that's what I'm about. And I'm just, again, floored that when you go out there, share your crayons, practice your kindergarten skills, you pick up people like this, people that are, it doesn't matter where they're at. They could be starting off. They could be going after their second million, second benchmark, doesn't matter. Hey, good people, birds of a feather flock together. So this is a result of that. Love having all you folks here, Walking Tall, Mike King Biz, Sia Raquel, Caregiving Worldwide CEO, Traci. Fantastic, man. I'm so honored and blessed that I finally not just have friends, but these kind of friends, man. Hey, anything is possible. I believe Tony Robbins now, buddy. I'm living it. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. That is the longest intro ever, but thank you very much, Mike. and show is over. Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you for coming. All right, Traci, beautiful Traci. Could you introduce yourself, my friend?
Okay, my name is Traci Lamb. I'm the CEO and founder of Caregiving Worldwide Network. It's the only streaming network on mass media for caregivers and the healthcare industry. We're on Roku, Hulu, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Google TV, and we promote products and services that help anybody taking care of special needs or special needs all the way up to your 105-year-old grandmother and everybody in between. So we are thrilled to be here. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And Mr. Todd Blyleven, the Todd Blyleven. Can I just tell you how many times we've mentioned your name, sir? And I think people are starting to think that we were just making you up, like you're a figment of our imagination. But you are one of the co-founders of Walking Tall Movement. So talk to us, Goose.
Talk to us, Goose. Well, it's really an honor to be amongst all of you, and thank you for having us. So I really appreciate it. My name is Todd Blyleven. I am real. And I'm a former professional baseball player, Major League Baseball scout, work in sports technology today. And one of our really cool passion projects and things that we're lifting off the ground, and it's gaining incredible movement, is our Walking Tall movement. So I'm co-founder of that platform, and it was really created by two separate survivors of two mass shootings and a renowned doctor of psychology, where our mission is to inspire humanity to walk tall for those suffering with their mental health until they can walk tall on their own. And it's really a mission and a movement guided by strength, compassion, and love. My story, I was a survivor of the Las Vegas mass shooting, and went back and helped a lot of people under extreme adversity. And through my battle of learning how to walk tall again, I had a lot of people helping me, lifting me up, and teaching me how to stand up again. And that's what we want to try to do for anybody in need, not just a mass shooting survivor, but somebody that's struggling. So we're super honored. I get goosebumps every time I talk about the opportunity to help people, and it's just our mission. So it's awesome to be around you guys, because you guys have been so positive and so encouraging and promoting our strength. And so thank you to each of you for being a supporter of us. And just it's been amazing. So that's who we are.
Woohoo. And well, thank you for supporting us, my friend. And by the way, when we say thank you, Chris, let me tell you, he really carried us last week, because 90% of the people in this fantasy league know nothing about foosball. So that poor man, we made him work last week. It was so funny to watch. So, but the man that has made it all happen for us, that gives us this opportunity to have some fun, talk about business, Mr. Mike King. Wait. I have,
Okay.
I know. It gets cornier. Don't worry,
Yes,
Mike.
okay. Appreciate it. All right, so thank you. Glad to be here. My name's Mike King. I have a business radio show in Richmond. It's called On the Mic with Mike, RVA, and I got that out of Bad Boys. I am from Philly, so when he picks up the phone and says, "You're on the mic with Mike," I thought that was a great name for a show. And so it's a business show, and it's based on business helping society be better. We just happen to be on ESPN, which is crazy because people are like, what are you on ESPN and you're not talking sports? Well, we talk about sports every so often. And when I talk about brands, I see this guy named the Redneck Financial Coach. The name got me, the hat got me. I was in it, the hat. And next thing he comes on the program, and my side blows up because they want to know who this guy is, what he's talking about. And it was different. And so next thing you know, we're here. And so I have a good friend in town here, Sherry Cerny, and she talks about walking tall. I brought it up and she goes, "Hey, we're working with them." So shout out to Sherry Cerny down in the Petersburg area with Kids on First, a baseball nonprofit. And so we're here and just happy to be. I know nothing about fantasy football. So I'm going to do my part to just stand on the sidelines and watch.
Well, I thank you for giving us this opportunity and space to seriously change up how LinkedIn views content, right? Because we are going to be talking about business. We are 100% going to be talking about how awesome, you all individually are. And, a couple, smack talk lines here and there. So Raquel, because we are using your profile to stream, my dear, would you like to remind everyone how amazing you are? Because we already know.
No, now you're gonna make me blush, y'all. I didn't wear enough blush. I'm just kidding. But no, it has been one of the most fantastic opportunities that has been given to me, is to be kind of the place where everybody is going to congregate, to just make this amazing just collaborations, just everything that is popping up from left to right. I'm just amazed. I am more than anything proud of what I've seen. Like, I'm seeing everything that is happening in the back end and the side on the sidelines and in the actual play, especially starting with walking tall, man. Like I always say, this is this is something that is uniting everybody. Is you should have the need to raise awareness of on mental health, right? It is important. And what a wonderful way to bring it together with friends. We're talking about business, we're educating one another, but at the same time, we're actually having fun as we do it. So this is fantastic. I could not be happier. I'm so proud. And thank you so much for giving me the honor to house it. I love it.
Woohoo. And you know what? The thing about you, Raquel, is that like I always say it, like you've got this like it factor of like you say you have RBF, and I'm just take the compliment now because as we go over the course of this season, something tells me I'm not gonna love you as much as I do right now. So just gonna go out there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, yes, I do suffer from that perpetually. So therefore I must continue smiling and, be like, hey, smile. But it's all in good fun. Although I may say, yes, I probably, as the season moves forward, I'll be like, okay, yeah, it's going to switch into a frown of some sort, but we'll see. We'll see.
Dude,
Yeah, no, we'll learn.
you couldn't be worse than me right now. I'm starting the week or whatever with like 4 people that are like questionable. I don't know what the hell I was doing clearly against Mark Reed, who didn't even bother showing up because he was busy sleeping in Japan, and he got all the players that I wanted. So yeah, it was really funny. So we had full disclosure. So Raquel had her Raquel Flores Connection Corner on Saturday, and Michael Montgomery had joined. And so, Michael, Raquel, if you want to do a quick summary of your old friend from school.
Oh my goodness, man. Michael, shout out to Michael Montgomery, an old friend from Texas A&M University, who, I mean, one of the most amazing, illustrious players to come out of A&M, and went on to play in the NFL with the Green Bay Packers and also with Vikings. But aside that, this man is just complete, just heart. Like, I love his story of adversity. And now he's an advocate and an activist for heart health, having suffered cardiac arrest himself, based on a congenital, thing that he has health wise. But that didn't stop him, right? But he is raising awareness on young athletes and making sure that they do get heart health screenings. And but other than that, man, I'm telling you, we had so much fun. We spoke football, but we spoke stories as well of inspiration and just everything that he's doing. And it's so aligning, right? We're talking about mental health as well. But yeah, it was a fantastic show. I loved it.
It's funny, and I did a straight up, Todd, you'd have been proud of me because I do this with everybody to the point where they're like, are you some kind of like groupie? And I said, absolutely. I'm 100% a walking tall groupie. I told Michael, I got to get you in front of those guys. You guys have to talk because he collapsed on the field. Like, it is like one of those dramatic situations where I was like, oh, he's a perfect guest for you guys. So I know when you guys ramp up your season 2 of your YouTube channel and podcast, I'm going to voluntold you to absolutely get him on board because I think it's just an incredible story. So, Mike, can I just bring it back to you for a second? King Mike. By the way, full disclosure, his name is King Mike as far as I'm concerned. So, King Mike, pray thee, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
What was it about us crazy cats that you said, yes, I'm going to sacrifice my own precious on-air time for this motley crew?
So every day, what I do is I have a crew here in Richmond, in the Virginia area, of people who believe that business can help society be better. So the one great part about it is before I was on ESPN, I was on conservative radio. I learned how to use the power of the media to do it, to basically share your agenda. When I ran into Mike, and what I saw was business being done in a different way. And his crew was from not just nationwide, but worldwide. And I thought about that to say, people can come on to my platform. The ESPN name, those 4 letters, they just get people. And then they go, oh my God, I love sports. I love ESPN, I love sports. And I'm like, sorry, I ain't doing sports. And they're like, well, what are you doing on ESPN? Because it gets people's attention. So when you guys are coming from your subject matter experts from around the world, people bringing it every day, and I'm like, wow, that's a crew to be a part of. And so what we do is every Friday, 6:30 a.m., because they are not going to get rid of real ESPN folks for me. So 6:30 a.m. is when I'm on. It's drive time, and we're gonna broadcast this out here. So that is one of the reasons why when I ran into you guys, Mike was just the opening, and all of a sudden I see what it did for my social media game too. That all of a sudden I see how people respond in your ecosystem, and I want to be a part of it.
Oh, we love you. And Mike, of course, working your mojo and magic with the Hounds business community. What do you think it was that with Mike King, King Mike, that you said, yeah, let's do this collaboration. Let's make this happen?
For me, it was easy. I think it wasn't for me when Mike finally took the bait, right? Because I saw value in what Mike did. I saw, birds of a feather flock together in Mike King, right? He just puts it out there. He loves loving on other people. He pushes people up, and he doesn't discriminate on that. And I think that's exactly what the heck we're all about, is just making good things happen for good people, right? And so the hardest part was me making sure, 'cause this guy is busy. He makes Santa Claus look like a just lazy man. So it was just, I'm the Rocky Balboa of business. I get beat up so bad, and it's just awful over and over and over again. And finally, life's like, look, Graham, we're just gonna we're tired of holding him down. He's too much. And I think that's usually what it is. When I see people have value like Mike King and Walking Tall and Caregiving Worldwide, this big old nose. I'm a bloodhound for winners and bull stuff. And so I just noticed that, hey, these people are worth the time. And I think in our society, we get a little too impatient. We don't realize that certain people we should keep up with. And I just saw that. And he saw that on his own time. And so that's my life lesson today, like Danny Tanner, guys. Hey, keep patience, put people on a list and keep rotating them, because good things and great things will happen from that. So, Mike King, appreciate you. I know you're a busy guy, but I'm glad you took notice, because, hey, feelings mutual. Love the good things that we've got going on, man, pushing people up. Appreciate the opportunity, my friend.
I'm just glad to be here. One of the things we talk about, so for the caregivers, we always talk about, and I bring this on the show, who takes care of the caregivers, because caregivers won't stop. So, and that's what we talk about. And we also talk about mental health and all the things that come about with it that we didn't talk about before. I spent a lot of years in the Army. You ask men how they're doing. I'm good. As you see the wheels coming off.
Yep.
And so, it's great to talk about, to think that to go around the world, and I run into Walking Tall when I had somebody here that I saw 3 days ago telling me about the group. And I'm like, the world just got a lot smaller.
Yeah. No. Oh gosh, you're giving me like the tingles. Okay, so Traci, I know there was a lot of excitement when you got to talk to Chris about with what Walking Tall's doing. They have their, YouTube channel. They're on a podcast.
Yeah.
What is this thing that you're trying to do as far as bring mental health into the world of caregiving?
Yeah, mental health is a big part of caregiving. There's so much, and it really is a full age racket. It's not just seniors and aging. I mean, it affects younger kids and even middle-aged kids and college kids. And I mean, it runs the gamut. So honestly, the first time Chris and I talked, we were just bouncing off of each other because we both were like, we're kind of two peas in a pod. We're both very visionary, and we both have all kinds of ideas about, well, we could do this, well, we could do this, well, we could do this. We were both, because I love Walking Tall. I love the whole movement. I love what they're doing. I love what they stand for, and I've been blessed we're able to do some really good, really positive, really enormous things worldwide that can really affect mental health. I want to be, we're talking to them and want to be able to get them into their own TV series. And we're talking about even building out an entire mental health network and doing all of that. So we really want to be able to pull all of that in, because there's just so much that needs to be done and nothing is being done. And it can be done in a positive way. And that's really what we want to do. We want to do it in a positive way, in a positive light, and shine it, let people know that it's okay to not be okay. You can sometimes say, when people say, how are you doing? You can say, I'm not doing so great. I'm a caregiver. I take care of my 83-year-old mom. And so I understand what it's like to, sometimes not have okay days. And it's okay. We're wanting everybody to understand that it's okay to be that way.
100%. I saw you nodding there, Todd. This is your cue, my friend.
You're so right on, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. It's a lot of us were raised no blood, no foul. Get up, dust yourself off, suppress your emotions, hold it in, don't let anybody know that you're struggling. And, unfortunately, we all get to a breaking point. At some point, there's a moment in our life where things reset. And it's at that moment where we realize, you know what? I've hit my check. I've checked my tough box. I'm pretty tough. We're all tough living through what we've gone through over the past few years through COVID and business and just trying to make it in our lives. Whether we're parents, we're former military, we're first responders, we're construction workers, we're all tough in our own way. But at some point, we have to realize that mental health and our struggles is real. We're not alone. And it's okay and actually very strong to say that we need help. If I'm an athlete, or which I was, I guess you're never really not an athlete anymore. But if I hurt my arm, I go to a physical therapist to make myself better, right? If I hurt my leg, I go to PT, and that way I can get back to 100% to perform in my game. Mentally, if I'm struggling, why is it so difficult for us to say, hey, you know what? I'm struggling a little bit. I'm going to reach out to somebody with a relatable story, and we're going to share stories, which that's where the magic is. You find someone that has a relatable circumstance or a relatable story to what you are experiencing, that opens up the door for them to become vulnerable and approachable. It creates this trust amongst the two of you. And now you have a resource to go to any time that you're struggling in your life, on top of all the amazing professional therapists that are out there. But we need to get back to a point where you're okay to say, hey, I'm going to get my tune up. And people go, what does that mean? Oh, I have a therapy session. And it's not that big of a deal. See you guys, and come back and go, yeah, God, it went great. Talk about it. We're all doing it. There's no secrets here. So I love what you all are doing, and it's just so amazing. So
well, we are all doing it. Let's put it this way, my friend, because you will be coming back at some point. Please, if you have any knowledge of foosball, we would appreciate it. So, okay, so we're getting on the end of our time here together, but there is a great question from George Monty that I thought would be great for us as creators, as business leaders, and executives. So stoked to learn from everyone. How do you as a group and individuals see the creator economy moving forward? Any tips or tricks for upstart podcasters? So let's go with Raquel. Any advice that you'd like to offer?
Goodness grief. I'm the newbie in this group in regards to podcasting and live streaming. So my thing, to be honest with you, my mindset when I was fully, kind of pushed, right, to do it, I just said, okay, I'm going to do it. I know we're all going to have a first day. We're all going to have a first time on everything that we do in life, but just put yourself out there. You just have to put yourself out there. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter, your sound quality may not be okay. What you talk about may not be okay. But at the end of the day, you did it. And guess what? Your next time is going to be better. So don't psych yourself out and just do it.
Thank you very much. Mike, what are your recommendations?
Like me, because I'm not Mike King.
Oh my God, Mike Ashabraner.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
King Mike is always King Mike, sir.
King Mike. I could be Jester Mike. All right. So professional, that's already been redefined. Matter of fact, that you can still redefine what professionalism means. I think that's something that just struck me the other day, that when we talk about being professional, how are you? Oh, well, Bob, I'm not doing good. I wanted to kick my stray cat on the way home, kind of stuff. Like that's not professional. So let's redefine. While we're redefining mental health and all the stigma, why don't we redefine other stuff that I just get tired of, and we can talk about next time. So redefine it. Hey, stay in your lane, but hey, professionalism, man, redefine that, because what my dad and other folks, professionalism, my school teachers, that stuff's kind of outdated, man. It's out the window. So I think it's time for you to decide what professional is, and you'll be surprised as look who's talking, look who's around me. All right. They also bought into a new definition of professionalism. So be more you, quit trying to be something else.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. Traci, what is your advisement now that you've got your own TV network that you're launching, my dear?
Mine is short and sweet. I would just say persevere and do not give up. If you are passionate about something, keep pushing forward, and that will make it work. That will make it work.
Excellent. And Todd?
So, hire Chris Maliszewski to just run crazy on social media and promote everything about you, because, we wouldn't really be here if it weren't for Chris. Chris has been amazing. He has this no fear approach. I see him in the comments. And just get out there and be yourself. If you're being yourself and you're happy, and like Mike said, you're professional, man, like you could accomplish anything. So that would be my biggest advice, is just don't be afraid to take a risk.
Love that. And yes, he's literally in line, I guess, getting into Pearl Jam tonight. So thank you, Walk Tall, for joining us. King Mike, sir, what is your advisement for anyone that's starting out for content creation? Any tips, tricks?
Two things. So one, own your content. That way you can't get fired and they can't tell you what to do. That is one. And run your own lane. Then the media can allow you to be who you want to be. I use that all the time. It's like, what you say, you are who you say you are. One day I was thinking I'm the voice of RVA business, and I laughed and I said it. And then people started saying, I'm like, oh, okay, this thing works. So own your content and stay in your lane, because nobody can play your game like you do.
Love that. And for me, I'm going to wrap this up here and say, guys, be authentic. Don't be anyone else that you're not. Be who you are. Be proud of who you are. It's good for your health, and it's going to make the world a better place, right? So, guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support and sponsorship and endorsement. We will be seeing you guys throughout the season as the teams get into our fighting stances, where I think it's kickoff on Thursday and all that good stuff. But guys, thank you so much. Let's wrap it up for Business Bets and Buddies. Let's see you for the next week.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Now take care.
Bye, everybody.
This show would not be possible without the support of Mike King and ESPN Radio. A special thanks to our sponsors, Caregiving Worldwide at caregivingworldwide.com, Brilliant Beam Media at brilliantbeammedia.com, and the Walking Tall Movement at walkingtallmovement.com. Walk tall.